Just looking at this VW key, been asked to have a look at and see if I can replace the buttons inside. A little bit of a journey learning how to take it apart, but I have actually done the job now, but just a little quick recap on it. This top part, so this is what the key obviously looks like. This part here throws you a bit because there's an arrow pointing towards like a little indent at the bottom, but it's actually nothing to do with how you take it apart. So this top part here, there's a button here, and that actually releases this key, this spare key inside this slot. There's normally a little chrome piece over this top part of the key that actually becomes the hanger or the key ring attachment. So you can press that button in. So you go to I think it's the opposite side here where there's some gym pin on the chrome part, and you put your thumb there and you push it, and then that releases that top part just like that. Now the next part then is relatively simple. So just grab this tool here. What you do is you go round this seam all around the edge, go all around the seam, and just keep pulling it apart till you've gone all the way around. Now this part at the end will remain together. It's it's like a clamshell. So what will actually happen is that these two halves will pull apart. Let me just see if I can have a look at taking this apart just while I'm. You just got to ease the tool in all the way around. You can see that it's starting to come apart there like that. The same on this side. Just spread it apart. Then once you've got that once you've got that apart to that stage there, this battery can just be flipped out. You just put a little screwdriver in the slot there, flip the battery out, that's out the way. Now this is where the problem started, where I couldn't work out how to get to the underside of this button here. Now what they've done is, where you can see all the white, that's actually glue that I've used to put this transparent or translucent part of the body back to the key, so that actually lifts up. So what you've got to do is, I'll just grab this scalpel here. What you do is you actually have to cut just the very edge of the moulding all the way up to this very front part here where the battery lies, just to that front part. There's two little pieces. There's two little, we can just get it there, two little pieces at the front here that have to be trimmed. That one there and that one there, just trim that, and then you come all the way around to this side, and then this area here has been trimmed, and then you come to this area here, just trim the very edge of this translucent, because what they've done is they've bonded that, they've heat bonded this part here to the black body to keep it all in place. So once you've cut up there and down this side and that off and that off, you can then go to this very end bit here and just start to pry it up, and then once it comes up, it will reveal the circuit board, and the circuit board has these are the ones that I've actually taken off. These are the little three little switches that are inside, that are on four little soldered legs. You'll need a really small soldering iron to take them off. And I found actually when I was putting them on the circuit board, when I took taking the old ones off, that once you put the switch down in place, you can use like a piece of blue tack just to hold it in place, just as you're soldering it. and then you go around each of the 4 legs with a little dab of solder. I found putting some of this solder paste, the Fluxite solder paste, just a tiny amount on each of the 4 legs. Drop the solder in, drop the solder on. Obviously make sure you get the switch in the right orientation, and then once that's fitted, once all 3 switches are fitted, or the switch that's faulty, you can then put the PCB board back in place. It just rests in place, and then once that's held in place, this translucent part then pushes down. Now I hinged it at this end here. I didn't actually take this end off. I just managed to undo it enough so that I could slide the board out of this end here. So once the board's back in place, you are going to have to put some sort of glue or bond it back together to stop this translucent part coming away from this side of the body. And once you've got it up to that point and you've got the switches working, this other half of the key fob literally just clips into place. Then I can just get that on. So that's snapped together, and then there is actually a spare key. That button that I showed you up at the top, this button here, that actually releases a spare key that's inside. You can see that releases. Once you've got it to that point there, the top part clips on, and then it snaps into place. And as you can see now, you can see that that's working there, that's working, and that's working. So there you have it. That's how to take apart a VW key of this style and fit on the new, or very tiny, PCB mounted switches. You can see there's 4 little legs on them. They are small, so you will need a relatively small iron. The iron that I used is this. It's an Antex, little Antex iron, and then that's actually the tip on it. It's a relatively small one. I think it's about 1.5 millimeters. Hope that helps. Thank you.